Hello everyone, Daria here, and welcome to episode number 52 of the Slow Russian Language Podcast. As I promised last week, today we're talking about the Victory Day again. We already did in episode number, I believe it was 17. Let me check. Yes, episode number 17. So if you're interested in this holiday in Russia, go and check out the episode number 17. And again, please forgive me for my voice. Yes, I am sick again and lost my voice as usual. And after this episode, I will explain maybe what's wrong with me and why I always lose my voice. But unfortunately, you'll have to listen to this today. Anyways, I've decided that I don't want to talk about the Victory Day itself for the second time, and I'd rather pick the most famous Soviet song about the Victory Day. Everyone knows it, and on May 9th, it's everywhere. Literally everywhere you will hear this song. And I don't want to play it 2 times, so first I will read and explain the lyrics, and after you understand everything, I guess it will be more interesting to you to listen to the song when you understand the lyrics. Okay, sorry for such a long intro. We're talking about the song The Victory Day, День Победы. And first it appeared to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Soviet victory in the Second World War. The singer is Lev Lещенко. So let's read the lyrics in slow Russian. День Победы. Как он был от нас далёк. Как в костре потухшем таял уголёк. Были вёрсты, обгорелые, в пыли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Then follows the chorus. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День Победы. Дни и ночи у мартеновских печей не смыкала наша Родина очей. Дни и ночи битву трудную вели. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Then the chorus again. I'm not going to read it second time, so just to the next part. Здравствуй, мама, возвратились мы не все. Босиком бы пробежаться по росе. Пол-Европы прошагали, пол-Земли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. And the chorus again. So now let's try to translate it. We have very interesting words and expressions in this song. So the first sentence. День Победы. Как он был от нас далёк. Victory Day. How far from us it was. You hear the adjective далёкий, but we use the short version here. Далёк. You can rephrase this sentence and say День Победы был от нас далеко. Or like here, День Победы был далёк. The Victory Day was far from us. Как в костре потухшем таял уголёк, like a dwindling ember in a faded fire. So the word костер usually is translated as fire, but actually fire is огонь. It can be any fire, on the matches or maybe gas burning, fire, огонь. And костер means when you burn some wood on purpose. You put them there and you fire them up. Костер. Maybe you've seen the old Russian tradition to jump over the fire. Прыгать через костер. So when it faded, потух, костер потух, and there are just small coals. I'm not sure, the burnt wood. In Russian, it's уголь, уголь. Or the small thing, уголёк. Как в костре потухшем таял уголёк. The next sentence. Были, вёрсты, обгорелые, в пыли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. There were miles ahead. Burned and dusty, we hastened this day as best we could. The word вёрста, or the plural вёрсты, it's the same with miles. It's just the old system of measures. Now we use meters and kilometers. And the old word is вёрсты. So here it means long distance. Были вёрсты. Then обгорелые, в пыли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Burned and dusty, we hastened this day as best we could. Meaning that they wanted this day to come faster. Приближали, как могли. This expression, как могли, is very useful because we use it all the time. And it means to try one's best. Мы старались, как могли. We tried our best. So they did everything possible. Как могли. And then the chorus. Этот день победы порохом пропах. This victory day, air saturated with gunpowder. The verb пропахнуть, it's not just to smell. It means when the smell goes deep in something. I only have bad association with it. For example, when you sit in some bar and after a couple of hours your hair smells of smoke. It's just terrible. And we say волосы пропахли дымом. Or maybe someone was cooking борщ and windows were closed, the doors were closed, and the smell stayed there. So the room saturated with борщ smell. Комната пропахла борщом. So here, of course, it's a metaphor. The victory day smells of gunpowder. Пропах порохом. The next sentence. Это праздник с сединою на висках. It's a celebration with temples already gray. Here they mean veterans. And this song was written 30 years after 1945. So it means that the soldiers, the veterans, became old. Hair starting to gray. With temples already gray. С сединою на висках. In Russian, we have a special word for gray hair. We don't say серые волосы, like a gray mouse, серая мышь. In English, it's one word, gray. In Russian, speaking about hair, we say седые волосы. Седые, with D there. Седые. And we have a noun for that. Седина, meaning the color of the hair. So the temples already gray. Виски седые. Okay, next. Это радость со слезами на глазах. It's joy with tears upon our eyes. Tears because, of course, it's tears of happiness because the war was over. And, of course, it's tears of sadness because millions and millions of Soviet people died. Military, civilians, it's just terrible what happened. In St. Petersburg, in those days it was Leningrad. So in Leningrad alone, more than 3 million people died. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to imagine. So it's joy with tears upon our eyes. Радость со слезами на глазах. And the second part. Дни и ночи у мартеновских печей не смыкала наша Родина очей. Day and nights at blast furnaces, our motherland didn't sleep a wink. First you hear у мартеновских печей. It's an open hearth furnace. I've just looked up the translation and please don't ask me to explain in English what it's for, because I don't even know those words. I only can say that it's for boiling metal. That's what my vocabulary covers. But you can Google it and you will know what I mean. And then we have a very useful idiom. Не смыкать очей. Actually, it's an old Russian, ancient Russian. And today we would say не закрывали глаз. But of course nobody says that because it's an idiom. Не смыкать очей. And it's very interesting. If you are familiar with Ukrainian or maybe Polish or Belarusian, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing correctly, the language of Belarus, they still have those old words. We don't use them in Russian anymore, but those languages, they keep them. So губы, lips, are уста there, and глаза are очи. And for Russians, it's very funny because we only meet these words when we read some quotes from old czars, like Middle Ages. And Ukrainians never understand why it's so funny for us, because for them, it's just normal words, normal everyday words. Okay, sorry again, sidetracked. And speaking about this idiom, in this idiom we use these old words. Не смыкать очей. And it means not to sleep, but not literally. It's more like keep working hard or maybe keep doing something. Like here, it means that people were working day and night, day and night. Не смыкали очей. Of course, you understand that they did sleep, but this idiom means that they worked so hard that hardly even slept. Okay, the next sentence. Дни и ночи битву трудную вели. Days and nights, a hard battle we fought. Вели трудную битву. It's a very beautiful way to say мы сражались, мы воевали. So they fought a hard battle. Вели трудную битву. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. We hastened this day as best we could. Again, как могли, trying our best. I hope you remember it from the first part. Then again comes the chorus. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы. And the last part. Здравствуй, мама. Возвратились мы не все. Hello, mother. Not all of us came back. Босиком бы пробежаться по росе. How I'd like to run barefoot through the dew. So barefoot is босиком. And for people who were separated with their motherland, with their village, with their nature, with their family and relatives, with their mother, it's the highest pleasure when you come back from the battle peacefully to go barefoot in the dew. Босиком пробежаться по росе. The next sentence. Пол-Европы прошагали. Пол-Земли. Half of Europe we have stridden. Half the earth. Пол-Европы. Half of Europe. Пол-Земли. Half of the earth. And the verb прошагать is a synonym of пройти. Пройти. Прошагать. Прошагали пол Европы. And again, этот день мы приближали, как могли. We hastened this day as best we could. And that's it for the song. Again, it's absolutely most famous war song in Russia. So now you know it. I will replace my normal outro with this song, so wait a couple of seconds until you can listen to it. But before that, I wanted to say a couple of words. First, I wanted to thank Jonathan Foster, who supported me, and for some reason I couldn't send an email. It just kept coming back to me. So thank you very much for your support. And also I want to thank everyone who left reviews on iTunes. Thank you so very much. It means a lot to me. And of course, happy Victory Day to everyone. I'm not sure if it's as important as it is in Russia. And if you want to see how the celebration looks in Russia, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Real Russian Club. Because I went to our Victory Park, where our main museum is, and I took pictures of how everything was organized there. So again, Real Russian Club on Instagram. And I also promised to explain about my voice, because many people emailed me, why are you losing your voice all the time? It's because several years ago I had a surgery and my amygdalas, I'm not sure about this word, I used Google Translate, amygdala, you know, those things in the throat, they were removed, and those amygdalas are the natural barrier for all infections, bacteria and everything. So now my throat never hurts, but the sickness immediately goes deeper and I lose my voice all the time. Some small cold and I lose my voice. It's terrible, I know, but nothing can be done about it. So finally, sorry for talking too much. Finally, enjoy the song. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you in the next episode of the Slow Russian Language Podcast. Bye-bye.
День Победы, как он был от нас далек, как в костре потухшем таял уголёк. Были вёрсты, обгорелые в пыли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы, день победы, день победы. И ночи у мартеновских печей не смыкала наша Родина очей. И ночи битву трудную вели. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы, день победы, день победы. Здравствуй, мама, возвратились мы не все, босиком бы пробежаться по росе. Пол-Европы прошагали, пол-Земли. Этот день мы приближали, как могли. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы, день победы, день победы. Этот день победы порохом пропах. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы, день победы, день победы.